Welcome to Barely Sober News and Reviews. I'm George Pecoraro, and I'm doing a review of Batman the Killing Joke, the animated movie. This is an animated movie originally from the comic book The Killing Joke from 1988. Now, this movie stars Kevin Conroy as the voice of Batman, one of the original voices of Batman, Tara Strong as Batgirl or Barbara Gordon, and Mark Hamill as the Joker. One of the original iconic voices of Joker is Mark Hamill, probably making he says one of his last appearances as the voice of Joker. He wanted to do lastly the Killing Joke, and he finally did. And right now he has, let's say, retired his Joker voice, one of the best Joker voices of all time. Now, this movie had originally a one-night theater release of Monday, July 25th. Now, the ticket sales went pretty well, and they had increased it to July 25th and the 26th. Now, the polls came out from the July 25th showing, and it's already, this movie has made $3.1 million on that one-night release. Now, currently, if you have not seen the movie and you would like to see the movie, it's not in theaters anymore. You can buy it on digital HD download on iTunes or any other provider, or it comes out on digital Blu-ray and DVD. Blu-ray and DVD August 2nd, and I know I'll be buying it then. Now, going into this movie, I was very unprepared. I didn't research too much at all about what was going to happen. It had a 30-minute Batgirl opening, I would say. I wasn't expecting it. I was kind of taken back by it a lot. I was kind of very confused. I was thinking, am I even in the right theater? Because this isn't the Killing Joke that I know of from the comic. But needless to say, I enjoyed it. It wasn't too bad. The Batgirl, or Barbara Gordon, as you would say, was very sexy. For an animated animated character, I didn't mind that 30 minutes at all. And then the 30 minutes opening was more of it was a kind of a love story or a love quarrel between Batgirl and Batman. It kind of shows Batgirl's lust for Batman, which was, I don't know, was all right. It kind of developed more of the Killing Joke story, if you know the Killing Joke story. I still very much enjoyed it, but I felt awkward with the Batman kind of having this love quarrel with Batgirl, just because I feel like, especially for the animated Batman, I always saw him, as much as Batman is just a regular human, I still saw him as the animated Batman as a superhero. He's more serious, more professional, I feel like, for the animated Batman, and doesn't really give in to human desires. And in this Batman, the Killing Joke, in this animated movie, he does give in to sexual desires with the Batgirl. And it kind of really made Batman more human. Less of a superhero as I like to see him as. Which kind of took me back and kind of made me feel awkward. I still see, this animated Batman. I feel like the animated Batman is so strong and so more superhero than a lot of regular superheroes. And to see him kind of have struggle with his relationship with Batgirl kind of really made him more of a human and less of a superhero, which kind of made it a little less interesting. But I still love and appreciate this animated Batman. Now, going from making the love quarrel, going to the Batman, the Killing Joke, it kind of picks up 30 minutes into this movie. And I could really appreciate the comic book. I could really see the comic book coming to life in it. There's a lot of scenes, a lot of visuals, and a lot of lines and quotes from the comic book are brought into this movie. And the flashbacks from the original Joker story, which is this Killing Joke, is an original origin Joker story. The flashbacks, not only were they, or in black and white or darker tone like the comic books, but it kind of also had an older animated feel to it. It wasn't just that you could see, okay, it was a different time. This is Joker before he became the Joker. But the animation, I feel like, had a look and a feel of an older animation, which could really separate it from the current time when the Joker and the Batman had their big, famous battle. And this is their true Batman Joker story. This is probably one of the best and favorite Batman Joker stories. And I could really appreciate it. I thought the comic book really came to life. Say what you want about Batman the Killing Joke and all the negative reviews and problems I've seen. I really enjoyed this movie, The Batman, and kind of seeing, parts of this Batman the Killing Joke and the Joker really kind of in parts being humanized in some ways by the Batman makes this Killing Joke more appreciative. And they added a little extra little scene at the end with Barbara Gordon as the Oracle. As you know, in the Killing Joke, Barbara Gordon gets shot by the Joker and becomes a paraplegic, and they kind of in a way take credit for her becoming the Oracle. Many people didn't appreciate that. I don't see a problem with it, but all in all, I really appreciated the Batman the Killing Joke. I really enjoyed seeing this comic book come to life. Right, the early Batgirl scenes took me back at first, and then seeing the real comic book of the Killing Joke come to life was fantastic. I will definitely be buying the Blu-ray DVD coming out August 2nd. And that's it for Barely Sober News and Reviews. This is my review of Batman the Killing Joke. And as the Joker might say, all it takes is one bad day.